Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now I know it's been a while, it's been a good at least probably a month now since I last did a video. I've just been really busy with college and not really had the time to do any videos. That's why I haven't been uploaded. I do apologise for that. But we are back. I will try and get back into the swing of things as we have a lot of games during the course of, well, from last Saturday until Christmas. We've got loads and loads of championship action going on. I will be starting my matchday championship score predictions again as of Friday. That series will start again with obviously the predictions for this weekend's games. But today I'm going to start a new video. This video is going to be split up into two separate videos, so two parts. It's going to be the best player for each championship club so far this season. Who I think has been your best player so far this season, basically. Obviously, like I said, this is going to be split up into two separate videos. I'm going to be doing from first in the table to 12th in the table today, and then whenever I get the time to upload next, it'll be from 13th to 24th. So kind of just, split it up into two separate ones. Just so the video isn't being prolonged and you don't have to sit here listening to me for like 25 minutes rattling through all these players. You can split it up. So I'll try and make it as short as possible. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to grow. It will be greatly appreciated. Also, if you can drop the video a like, that'll also help a lot. So please do them things. If you aren't subscribed, please do. And if you enjoy the video, like the video if you really want to. But your choice at the end of the day. But anyway, we'll get into the video. We'll stop waffling. We'll get straight into the video. Starting out over to Norwich City. Now, there was a few candidates for this one. Obviously, Teemu Pukki was up there as one of them. He's been pretty decent so far in the return to the championship. But I've gone with Emi Buendia. He has been probably the most effective player in Norwich's team this season, with getting an average match rating of 7.5. 2 goals, and 4 assists in 10 games. It's pretty decent for a championship player at the start of this season, considering we've played 13. He's only missed 3 games. And it's not bad. 4 assists, 2 goals. Obviously, being a wide player, you do tend to get more assists than goals. But he's been very, very solid this season, has Emi Buendia, and that's why I believe he's been Norwich's best player so far. For AFC Bournemouth, I've gone with Arnaut Danjuma. He has really surprised. I think he's surprised a few people as to how well how he's been this season. Obviously, didn't really do much in the Premier League with Bournemouth last season. Was more of that effective sub player that would come off the bench and maybe do something here and there, but he wasn't really an all out and out starter. This season though, he's really turned it around. He's been starting near enough every game for Bournemouth, I believe. He's been absolutely fantastic, tearing this league up like it's nothing. He's getting an average match rating of 7.2. He's got 1 assist, which for a wide player isn't the best. He could maybe do a little bit better in that aspect. But to counteract that, he has scored 5 goals this season. Now, for a wide player to score 5 goals is brilliant. He loves to get the ball on that left-hand side and just drive inside. And he's really effective in doing that. He's naming off every game Bournemouth player, he's always been that effective man that has done something. He always has done something that's noticeable in the game. And I think if he's not going to end this season as one of the top goal scorers in the league, then I think he'll definitely be up there for possibly Player of the Year if Bournemouth keep this up throughout the season. I think he could be up there for Player of the Year because he has been outstanding for Bournemouth so far. Obviously, next, Bristol City. Now, Bristol, obviously, they started the season brilliantly, and then sort of fell off towards more recently. They did fall off a bit towards the international break. They lost a few games here and there and drew a few when they should have really been winning them. Obviously, one of them games was against my team, Middlesbrough. To be fair, half of the games we've won, we've not really deserved it. We just got lucky by staying in the game. But anyway, Bristol City they've been decent, and to put themselves back up into third position is pretty good for them. But the best player I've felt so far for them, in my opinion, has been Jamie Patterson with an average match rating of 7.1. 3 goals, 2 assists. That's pretty decent for the type of player he is. That is really good. I don't know much about Jamie Patterson, but all I know is that he's obviously been one of Bristol City's outstanding players this season. He's always doing something effective in the game, just like Danjuma is for Bournemouth. But yeah, Bristol City fans, let me know if you agree with. Actually, all fans of all these clubs, let me know who you think your best player is. Down in the comments below, and if you agree with me, you agree with me. If you disagree, tell me who you think has been your best player this season. But for Bristol City, Jamie Patterson. Swansea City next, and I've gone with the obvious of Andre Ayew. I mean, last season he was outstanding alongside Rhian Brewster. Them two had that brilliant partnership last season. He's been fantastic. Again, he's another one like Danjuma, but Andre Ayew plays more in the centre. He's getting an average match rating of 7.3. 1 assist again, like Danjuma, but again, and like Danjuma, he's got 5 goals. But with being a more central player, you do expect him to probably get more goals than assists. But Andre Ayew is an outstanding player each season, and he has been recently for Swansea the past few seasons. And he's one player that I'd love to have at Middlesbrough. He's one of the players in the Championship that I'd love to see at Middlesbrough. He's just a fantastic player. He's so creative. And obviously he shows his goal-scoring prowess as well with 5 goals this season. And that's why I do think he's been Swansea's player of the season so far. Watford, I've gone with Ismaila Sarr. I believe he was injured for the first couple of games. But ever since he's come back into the team, he's been one of the better players. Obviously, if you're a Watford fan, I'm pretty sure you've seen Ben Foster's YouTube channel. Obviously, the GoPro in the goal, and near enough every video that I watch it because I find it interesting, and near enough every video in that he's complimenting Ismaila Sarr on doing something, whether it's in a goal, assist, or just outright good play. He's always complimenting Ismaila Sarr. And then to back it up, he's got an average match rating of 7.1. He's got 3 goals and 1 assist. So, he is showing his quality basically. He is showing his quality. And in my opinion, I think he's too good enough for the Championship. He should be playing Premier League football. Maybe not Man United, who were linked with him in the summer. I think that's a bit too big of an ambitious move for him, but he definitely deserves to be playing in the Premier League, and I think he will be probably up there for Player of the Year this season in the Championship, because I do believe Watford will go up, whether that be through the playoffs or not. But Ismaila Sarr, I definitely think will be up there for Player of the Year, possibly. And yeah, that's why I think he's been Watford's best player so far. For Reading, this was an easy choice. It was the easiest decision, I think, of maybe Reading and Stoke were probably the easiest to choose from. But for Reading, I've gone with Lucas João. He's been absolutely outstanding from the minute the Championship season kicked off. He's been unbelievable. Obviously, Reading went on that incredible run. Obviously, fallen off recently, but slowly starting to pick themselves back up. But he's been outstanding from minute one ever since the Championship season kicked off. He's been one of the best players in the league, if not the best player in the league. His average match rating is 7.3. He's got 3 assists and 7 goals. Now that is just outstanding. To have 7 goals with 3 assists alongside it just shows you how free scoring Reading were, and how effective he is in that front line for Reading. He's been possibly the best player this season, in my opinion. Definitely in the top 3. That's why he's Reading's best player so far this season. I think Reading fans will agree with me on that one. But if you don't, again, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know who you would pick over Lucas Shaw, because I don't think you can pick anyone. Again, on to Stoke City. Again, this was an easy choice. Tyrese Campbell, been absolutely fantastic, and he's still only very, very young. I believe he's 21-year-old or 20-year-old. But other than that, he's been absolutely fantastic. He get an average match rating of 7.2 with 6 goals and 5 assists. Now that in 14 games for that Stoke have played, that is fantastic. That is brilliant. And I can't think of a better youngster in the league than Tyrese Campbell at the minute. And the quality he has for such a young player is fantastic, and he really shows it out on the football pitch. And that's why I do believe he's Stoke City's best player so far this season. I think he's going to be one for the future. Definitely will play for England, in my opinion, in the future. Obviously, just needs a bit more experience under his belt. There, I'm moving on to Brentford. I've gone with Ivan Toney. Obviously, a lot of people knew what he could do. Obviously, being top goal scorer in League One last season, a lot of people knew that he was a goal scorer. He did want to push for that Premier League move, but nothing really came of it. And he ended up going to Brentford in the Championship, obviously. I will be honest, I was someone who was a bit pessimistic about Ivan Toney. I didn't really think... I had that thing in the back of my mind, in my head, that he wasn't really going to cut it in the Championship. I think that a lot of people had a lot of expectation of Ivan Toney, and that he was going to be this goal-scoring machine throughout the season. But I had a thing... I always had a thing of, maybe I think he might flop, I think he might not show his true quality, and maybe he's rushing into a move, but he's proving me wrong. He's been absolutely outstanding. I believe he's the 2nd top goal scorer in the league. He's getting an average match rating of 7.5 with 1 assist this season. For a striker who likes to score goals, still getting the assist. But he has 11 goals this season, and I will hold my hands up and say that I've been mugged off there, and saying Ivan Toney was going to be a flop was a mistake. And he's been absolutely outstanding this season. So fair play. And I think Brentford fans will agree that he's been their best player this season. But boy, was I wrong. Anyway, on to Luton Town. This was a hard one because Luton have been decent this season, but they've not really had any outstanding singular performers. It's been a team effort, which obviously is part of football. So I'm not going to knock them for that or anything like that, just for the basis of this video. But it was quite hard to find. But I've gone with Luke Berry in the end. Maybe not for Luton fans' first choice, but looking at his stats, he's been pretty decent so far. He's getting an average match rating of 6.7. He's got 2 goals and 1 assist. I believe he's a central midfielder, and that's pretty decent. But obviously, like I said, Luton Town have been more of a team effort to get where they are at the minute, and they're not relied on one player. So it was pretty hard to find out an out-and-out star player for them, but I'm not going to knock them at all, and I think it's fair play to Luton that they are the team that are playing as a team properly with no out-and-out performers. They're all using a collective effort together to get to where they want to be. But Luke Berry I have chosen. Luton fans, let me know in the comments below who you would have as your standout player so far this season. On to Blackburn Rovers. Again, this was a pretty easy one. I've gone with Adam Armstrong, and I think a lot of Blackburn Rovers fans will agree with me on this one. He's getting an average match rating of 7.5 with 1 assist. Now, he's not the one for assists. He likes to be the one to score the goals, and that proves it with 12 goals that he scored this season, being the league's top goal scorer, I believe. But he's been fantastic. Started the season off really well and fell off a little bit, but has started to pick himself back up again. And his confidence has not been knocked by that little blip that he might have had. But he's been outstanding so far this season for Rovers, and I'm pretty sure Tony Mowbray will want to keep hold of him in January, because I believe back in the summer transfer window there was a few Premier League clubs sniffing around and looking at him. I do believe that Tony Mowbray will probably. Adam Armstrong will probably be the key man for Tony Mowbray to keep hold of in January, and I wouldn't blame him for doing so. So yeah, Adam Armstrong, I do believe, has been Rovers' best player so far this season. On to my team, Middlesbrough. I always say that, but I've gone with Paddy McNair. Obviously, we've got the best defensive record in the league, I believe. Yeah, we do, conceding 6 goals so far this season. 1 from open play, the rest have been from set pieces, which is, yeah, not the best, but we can improve our defending from set pieces over time. But yeah, we've got the best defensive record in the league, so that's why I have gone with Paddy McNair. He's that player that can play midfield or in centre midfield, in centre, CDM or centre back, and he's been playing centre back in the back 5. Alongside Dale Fry and Anfern Dijksteel this season. But Paddy McNair's been brilliant. He's getting an average match rating of 7.2. He's got no goals, unfortunately, this season so far. He's got 2 assists, though, and for playing centre-back in every single game this season, to get 2 assists is brilliant. His delivery is fantastic from free kicks and corners, and he's been probably one of our best players. Obviously, with being a Middlesbrough supporter, I do watch the Middlesbrough games more than I watch the other teams, but so I do see a lot more of the players in there. But a shout is Anthony Dijksteel. He's really come to his own this season under Neil Warnock, and it's a shame not that I haven't picked him for this one. But Paddy McNair has been outstanding for us so far this season, and I hope he continues to be like that for the rest of the season. And I do have a little bit more faith of possibly playoffs this season for Middlesbrough after the horrid season we had last year. But Paddy McNair is our championship player. He's our player of the season so far. On to the final team of the video, and is obviously Millwall. I've gone with Jed Wallace. He performs for Millwall every single season. He's always up around the top goal scorers charts towards the end of the season. He's always up towards the top. He's getting an average match rating of 7.2, 4 goals, 1 assist. He's a fantastic player. Like I said, he performs every single season for Millwall, performs out of his skin. He's one of the best players in the Championship, in my opinion. Could be wasted a bit of his talent being at a team like Millwall, but he likes the style that they play, really. He fits into it well, so you can't knock him for staying there. But yeah, he's been fantastic for Millwall this season, and he's only going to go up, really, I think. So that's why I have picked him as Millwall's player of the season so far. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Well, the first part of the video. The first part of this. The second part, like I said, will come out in the next couple of days, maybe Sunday, just to give me a bit of a, just a 1-day break between each video, just to try and catch up a little bit and get some ideas going. So let me know in the comments if you agree to all of these if you agree with all these players that I've picked. Obviously, this is my opinion, so if you have your own opinion, let me know. Please let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It'll be greatly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be Friday, for my championship score predictions, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.